When a person says they don't have purpose for their lives, listen. What am I talking about? Suicide, which is the leading cause of self-inflicted deaths in the United States of America. From personal experience, I know that suicide should be taken very seriously. About 15 years ago, I knew an individual, which was a very close friend of mine. She was a very, very important part of our dental team. She was in the Air Force. She was young and vibrant. However, she did deal with post-traumatic syndrome. And when she said that she no longer wanted to live, or she didn't feel like, she was happy, or she didn't like the way she was feeling, and it was really hard for her to put it in words. So we were like, oh, you're okay, you're just going to be okay. And we went on about our day-to-day tasks. That individual, whose name was Rebecca, is no longer alive today because Rebecca became a victim of suicide. This is why suicide is so important to me. Suicide is an external manifestation of an internal problem that must be helped. In order to assist in suicide, first we must know, listen, and then we're able to prevent. Suicide is when people direct violence at themselves in the intent to end their lives. Suicide is not a mental illness in itself, but a serious potential consequence of treatable mental disorders that include depression, bipolar disorder, post-traumatic stress, borderline personality, substance abuse, and even anxiety. Suicide does not discriminate. People of all genders, age, and ethnicities can be at risk. Suicide does not have a face. Suicide does not have an age. From the most prestigious celebrities, according to Fox News, actor Robin Williams and designer Kate Spade, to the most common citizens, which could be Brandy Vella, a teenager that was bullied in high school. These are all victims of suicide. According to the Center of Disease and Prevention, men are most likely to commit suicide than women, and their weapons of choice are more lethal. Men chooses to use guns, ropes to hang themselves, whereas women choose to use a more poisonous substance like pills, things of that nature. Suicide ranks highest in Caucasian males and is the second leading cause of death in teenagers. Suicide in teenagers supersede even traffic deaths. How can we prevent this sad and silent killer? Pay attention to the individuals, especially when they speak. Unlike ourselves, when Rebecca shared how she felt in her life, we didn't listen. Individuals become moody. Sometimes they become really calm when they're very outspoken. Sometimes they become withdrawn when they really love to be around people. Their personality can change in their hair color, texture, tattoos, appearance, clothing choices. These are all change. To prevent suicide, we can start a conversation. We can ask them, how are they feeling? What's going on in their lives? We've noticed a change. Is everything okay? Do they care to talk about anything? We can open up a conversation, because conversation about the specific situation can help prevent suicide as well. We can let the individuals know that we see them as a vital person in our lives. We can make them feel like they're vibrant. We can make them feel like they're important. We can make them feel like they have a purpose in life, whereas I've previously shared that sometimes they feel that they do not. We can ask them, is there anything that they need to speak of? Do they need to talk about anything? First and foremost, our appearance in their lives, to let them know that we are here, are the most important things. According to suicide prevention agencies, dialing the suicide prevention helpline is always important. It is also in each local city or state. You just reach out to your local area. They have a suicide prevention hotline. You can call that number and they can tell you what you need to do, and they can reach out to that individual. Pay attention to the individual again. Ask the main question in suicide prevention is asking them, how can I help you in this situation? Asking them what is going on in this situation. Letting them know that you're available to be of any aid and assistance to them can be far more greater help and prevention in suicide. Your question or our question can be what the individual needs that will prevent the actual suicide in itself. So, in conclusion and in closing, when a person tells you that they don't feel that they have a purpose in life, it is our jobs to then ask them, what is going on? What is the problem? And it's then that we can prevent suicide. Thank you.